Okay, here we go. Berachot, Perek Chet, Mishnah Aleph. We're going to learn these Mishnah in memory of my father, Arav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. This chapter of the Mishnayot, Perek Chet, deals with a number of machlokot, a number of arguments between Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel, okay, regarding a seudah, regarding the meal. So says the Mishnah, Elu dvarim shebein Beit Shammai lebeit Hillel b'seudah. These are matters, these are things between which Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai argued about a seudah. And we're going to see some of them are relatively straightforward. Some of them are rather complicated, very difficult to understand. Beit Shammai omrim, mevarech al hayom, v'achar kach mevarech al hayayin. First you make the bracha on the day. We're talking about in a kiddush of Shabbat, specifically at night, kiddush of Yom Tov. First you make the bracha on the day, v'achar kach mevarech al hayayin. Ubeit Hillel omrim, mevarech al hayayin, v'achar kach mevarech al hayom. So Beit Hillel says, no, first you make the bracha on the wine, and then you make the bracha on the day. So just so we understand, here's a classic kiddush from Shabbat. So we start with psukim, Yom HaShishi, Vayechulu HaShamayim. So there's a reason why we say Vayechulu, but that's not for her now. That's the introduction, the Hakdama. What's more interesting is, there's two parts of the main kiddush. Your Yotzei kiddush, if you don't say Yom HaShishi, we mention Vayechulu because just like we mention it at home, we're supposed to mention it as part of our Kabbalat Shabbat. Okay, but then you have Birchat HaYayin, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen, and then you have Zman, Asher Kiddishanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, or on Yom Tov, Asher bacharbanu mikolam, v'ramanu mikol hashon, Baruch Atah Hashem mekadesh Shabbat. So obviously the most important question the Mishnah is dealing with is what comes first. So Beit Shammai says you first say the Yom, the Zman, and then you say the Yayin. And Beit Hillel says no, Mivrech al Yayin. You first say the Yayin, and then Mivarech al Ha, it's really called Mivarech al Ha Yom. You make the bracha on the day. Obviously, what we do today, you see here, we do the Yayin and then the Yom. What's the nature of the machloket? Anytime we see machloket arguments like these, we always want to ask ourselves, which do we find more compelling? Which comes first, the Yayin or the Yom? So Beit Shammai very simply says that the Yom gorem la Yayin. You wouldn't drink the wine if it weren't Shtei Shabbat. You wouldn't be making kiddush. So therefore, first you make the bracha on the day, on the Yom, and then you make on the Yayin. Whereas Beit Hillel says, no, the opposite is true. Beit Hillel says, if it weren't for the Yayin, if you didn't have the wine, then you couldn't make kiddush, or the opposite if you had bread. But the kiddush is the object on which the Yayin is chal, it falls. So therefore, first you make the bracha on the wine, and then you make the bracha on the day. And as we mentioned before, we paskin like Beit Hillel, and not like Beit Shammai. Beit Hillel adds another reason, as a very famous reason that comes up over and over and over again, okay, which is called Tadir v'she'eno Tadir kodem. I'm going to write that down because it's worth seeing, okay? Tadir, let me see. Tadir v'she'eno Tadir kodem. We're going to see this. We see this in many other places. Tadir means that which is regular. And she'eno tadir, that which is not regular. Tadir kodem, so if you have something that you normally do. The classic example I like to give is if you have Rosh Chodesh on Shabbat. So do you, on your benching, do you say Ritzei first, or do you say Ya'aleh v'Yavo first? So we invoke this rule of tadir, v'she'eno tadir. If you have one tadir, one that is normal, more common, and she'eno tadir, less common, tadir kodem, so what comes more often? Ritzei comes more often, Shabbat comes more often than Rosh Chodesh, which is why we say Ritzei first. So Beit Hillel says, normally what do you make a bracha more? Yayin or Yom? Which comes more often? Do we have meals where we have wine? Or do we have meals, or do we have Shabbat? So therefore we invoke Tadir v'she'eno Tadir, Tadir Kodim, and we paskin like Beit Hillel. If you have any questions or comments, contact me at arspolter@gmail.com. Otherwise, or even if you do, don't. Have a great day.